Saturday night's regular programming will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the WDA basketball tournament. Live from the Bismarck Civic Center, Meyer Television Sports presents the Western Dakota Association Basketball Tournament, brought to you in part by McDonald's, it's a good time for the great taste. Metropolitan, the Heartland's Financial Center. Cloverdale, Dakota at its best. Your neighborhood Hardee's restaurants. Hardee's, we're out to win you over. And by Investment Centers of North Dakota, bringing Wall Street to Main Street.
Bismarck and Minot have already been invited to the Grand March of the Prom on Thursday night here at the Bismarck Civic Center next week. The big question now is, who will join them? And that's going to be coming up. Bismarck Century against Dickinson. I'm Raj Higgins along with Kirk Gallup. The second game tonight is all window dressing. Game number one's the big one.
Indeed it is. We saw Dickinson play an excellent ball game this morning. If you weren't with us this morning, you missed a couple of good ball games as they topped Mandan. Century went on to defeat Williston. One thing I'll just say real quickly, Raj, Brad Keene of Century said to me before the game, he said, "What time do you go on the air tonight?" I said, "We go on at 7 o'clock. He said, "We'll be there." And here they are. Let's check down on the floor with Al Shirley and John Cole.
We're all here, Kirk Gallup. I'm John Cole with Al Shirley. This is a very, very special night, finals night. But Al, as Raj and Kirk said, really the battle is for third place here. And who will be able to come back next week? Century had an emotional win over Williston, and Dickinson looked very good as well. What do you think?
I like Dickinson in the third place game, but, you know, that championship game isn't just they're playing for nothing. Talking with Minot head coach Gene Manson this afternoon, probably the team that loses that game will have to play Grafton in the first round of the state tournament. The winner of the Bismarck-Minot championship game will get number 3, the number 3 team from the EDC. So, Gene's team wants to win that one too.
All right, folks, we'll see what happens. Sit back and enjoy.
Thank you, gentlemen. There you get a good look at the Bismarck Civic Center as we get set for the third place and championship games of the 1987 WDA tournament.
Here are the officials for our, hey, look at those fancy guys. The Jack Lynch Mafia entering the auditorium. Aren't they just beautiful? Those are the people that helped this tournament keep going. The last guy right there is Mike Rockney. You'll hear him all night on the public address system. These are the people who run the tournament down at the scoring table. Oh, Burgundy tonight. They are going first
Good evening,
class.
ladies and gentlemen. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's first game.
You already saw a look at the officials. Those are Ron Fichtner and Jerry Doctor, both of Bismarck.
Starting at guard for the Dickinson Midgets, a 5'9" junior.
Here's a look at the starters. We'll start out with the Century Patriots. That's Mike Jordan. He's a 6'1" senior. At the other guard will be Brad Keene. He's also a senior. He stands at 6 foot tall. At the center position, or the forward I should say, is Sean Burian. He's a junior. A great game this morning against Williston. He's 6'3". One of the other guards, that's Ryan Peck. He'll stand at 6'2". He's a senior. And finally, the other forward also played center, Scott Woodbatsy. He's a 6'3" senior. For the Dickinson Midgets, let's check out the head coach. There you see Jerry Wilson. And there are our officials, Ron Fichtner on the left and Jerry Doctor
Starting at
on the
one
right.
forward for the Patriots, a 6'2" senior, number 35, Ryan Peck.
For the Dickinson Midgets, at one guard, Mark Ginius, he's a junior at 5'9". The other guard is Derek Mitzel. He stands 5'11". He's also a junior. Playing at the center position is Jeff Brown. A good game this morning with 14 points. He's a senior at 6'4". Troy Geisler pumped in 25 this morning over Mandan. He's a forward, a senior at 6'4". And finally, Brian Volk. He's the other senior in the starting lineup. He stands at 6'2" and a forward. Head coach of the Dickinson Midgets, Jim Glauser.
Now the color guard will bring forth the American flag. As soon as the cheerleaders finish off, we will have the presentation of the colors. by the Spirit of 76 from Bismarck Century High School. And then following the presentation of the colors, we'll have the singing of the national anthem by the New Generation from Bismarck High School.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red cloud of arms bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Bismarck Century, 11-10 overall. They lost the opener to Dickinson, 64-54, and then stayed alive by beating Trinity 50-46 and Williston this afternoon, 59-48. Dickinson, 13-9 overall. They beat, as we said, Century in the opener by 10. Then lost to Bismarck, 65-53, and got into this ball game by beating Mandan this morning, 73-56.
There's a good look at the Century coaching staff. Head coach Jerry Wilson there on the left. And we're ready for the third place game. One of these teams will go to the Class A state tournament next week in Bismarck. The other will finish out the season.
In regular season play in the WDA, Century was number 5 with a 6-8 record. Dickinson was number 4 at 8-6. We're ready to play basketball. And moving in with the play-by-play before a good crowd here at the Bismarck Civic Center is Kurt Gallup.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins, and we'll see what these two teams have made of. The second game in one day for both of them, and Dickinson starts out with the tap. That's Derek Mitzel with the ball, and he'll go low to Martinius. There it is, Troy Geisler with the turnaround in the lane. He had 25 points this morning. Let's see what he can do tonight. He starts off quickly.
That is point number 60 in the tournament for Troy Geisler. I think he may make the all-tournament team. We'll be voting on that later.
Sean Burrian with the move inside. Comes up a little short. Brown with the rebound, and there's the foul. It's either going to be a goal against Burrian or Peck.
Probably Peck, because anytime they blow a whistle, there's the rebound. Peck is in there, Burrian is in there, and Peck gets it. But he was the hero this afternoon with that free throw to win it. But Peck is always in foul trouble.
Troy Geisler on top, looks low to Jeff Brown. There's his jumper for another 2.
Dickinson coming out of the starting blocks very quickly.
Sean Burrian on the side. Burrian will look inside to Peck. That's awful tough to get it over Jeff Brown, and Brown picks it off. Here comes Mitzel back with the ball. The Patriots in a 2-3 zone. Mitchell will try to drive. Dinius up to Geisler out front. He'll drive and put another one up. That one comes off. Scott Woodmansey with the rebound. The Midgets are playing a man-to-man. They always play a tough one. Here's Woodmansey over to Jordan. Jordan down to Burian. Inside to Peck. It's knocked away by Volk, and Geisler comes up with it. 2 quick turnovers for the Patriots. Here's Mitchell to Dinius. Mitchell looking inside. Volk's well covered. He'll cross the other side. The forwards will pop up high for Dickinson. There you see Geisler at the top of the key. They go down low to Volk. Volk tries to go between 2 men, and he travels. Patriots get the ball on the turnover, see if they can get their first points of the ball game. That's Ryan Peck with the ball. Peck looking for some help. He'll drive it himself. Up and in. And we'll count it.
Ryan Peck scoring. The basket is good.
Here's another look. Here comes Peck. He'll go up. He's fouled in the act of shooting. The basket will count, and he'll go to the free throw line. And a foul for Dickinson is against Brian Volk.
As you said, Raj, Peck won it with 1 free throw with 2 seconds left this afternoon over Williston. But he can't get that one to go. Geisler with the rebound. Mitchell up quickly to Dinius. Mitchell looking, he'll bring it across. He's cut off by Peck, goes down low to Dinius. He'll shoot from the corner. Way off, partially blocked by Jordan, I believe. That'll go back over to Dickinson. Century, of course, played the second game. They haven't had quite as much time to rest as Dickinson did this morning. See if it takes its toll. Inside to Brown, broken up by Scott Woodmansey, and he comes up with it. Nice defensive play by Scotty. Peck with the ball. Looking for Brad Keene. Keene with the lane. He pulls up to Woodmansey. Over to Peck. Peck will fake, take her right down the middle. Oh, he comes up a little short, and Jeff Brown with a nice rebound. Come the Midgets, they're going to attack that zone, looking to get the ball into Brian Volk. Here goes Mitchell into the lane, he'll split her up. No good. Jordan controls it, there he finally gets her. Comes down with it, and Peck brings the ball up quickly for Century. Oh, that one's picked off by Jeff Brown. He was looking for Sean Burian, but the pass just wasn't quite there. So a few turnovers as we start out this game. Not quite as crisp as they'd like to start. This is Mitchell. There he goes inside to Brown. It should be automatic, and he is.
Jeff Brown scoring.
If Century's going to keep down Dickinson, they're going to have to keep Jeff Brown out of that lane. 6-2 the score now for the Midgets. Sean Burian with the ball. Burian goes inside to Peck, partially broken up. Peck comes up with it, up and in.
He has both Century field goals. It's now a 6-4 ball game.
Good job by Ryan Peck against the bigger guys from Dickinson. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Foul away from the ball.
Jordan.
15, Ty Howbley checks in for Century. Foul on 25, Mike.
We've got a timeout. 3:55 left in the first period. Dickinson has moved out to the early lead over Century, 6-4.
There you see a good look at Jerry Wilson talking to his Century Patriots. Ryan Peck there with the glasses just coming out. Ty Howgley over on the left coming in for Peck. There you see the Dickinson Midgets and Jim Glaser giving some extra talk. 3:55 to go in our opening stanza. 6-4, the score, the Midgets on top. A key for the Midgets, of course, as we've said all tournament, Jeff Brown and Troy Geisler as they move around in the paint. Key for Century is going to be to keep them out of there and also get the ball in the hands of Sean Burian inside. Dickinson with the ball. Troy Geisler down low on the baseline. Century in the zone. Mitchell picks her up. Out to Brown, way out top. He goes cross court to Dinius. Dinius looks, thinks better. Brad Keene way out on him on the outside. That's Dinius again. Jeff Brown comes up, provides the pick. They come across. There's Mitchell. He takes the shot. Back around to Geisler. Geisler will dribble. There goes into Brown. Brown up with a jumper. There's two.
Why even mention it? When he gets that turnaround, it's net city all the way.
We just might as well run down to the other end.
Right.
Ty Hogley in the game just had the ball right there. There's Mike Jordan. Inside to Burian. Little reach by Brown. Knocks it away, and they tie him up. The jump ball, the alternate possession. It will stick with Century.
Here's the replay. Burian has it knocked away from him by Brown, and then in the struggle to get it back, a jump ball is called.
Brad Keene looking for someone to pass it to. Scotty Woodmansey can't find the handle, and Brian Volk comes up with it.
Early in the game, it looks like Century had fried chicken for lunch. Those hands are greasy.
Mitchell's directing traffic now for the Midgets. He gives off to Dinius. Brown cuts high across the lane. Geisler's got his hand up. Mitchell again. They'll go into Volk, and that one's going to go on Burian over the back.
That's his first. Team foul number 3 against the Patriots.
Number 41, Sean
Good luck right there at Ron Fiechner coming in to make the call, or at least to inform the scoring table as to who the foul is against.
Midgets go around the horn. Inside to Brown. Here it is, Raj. Oh, it came off, but Brown gets it right back.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Two in a row? What happened?
Jordan takes it right away from Volk. Sure hope we didn't jinx Jeff Brown by saying that. There's a bad pass. It's tipped, and Geisler comes up with it. He'll take her in. There's two. So we've opened up a 6-point lead now for Dickinson. It's 10-4. The Midgets on top with 2:05 left to go in the quarter. Century needs a bucket bad this time down the floor.
10 points Dickinson and 10 points the combo of Brown and Geisler.
There goes Woodmansey. Nice move down the lane off the glass. The Midgets lead now stands at 4. Here's Mitchell to Dinius. Brown breaks out top. He'll go back down as Dinius dribbles across. He goes inside to Geisler. He'll take a dribble and he loses it.
Off Jordan's foot.
Off Jordan's foot. So Dickinson retains possession. Troy Geisler with a slap of the ball to start the play. Mitchell dribbles. It's knocked away by Keene. He gets it right back though. Then he goes into Volk, and Volk goes up, blocked by Scott Woodmansey. And Mike Jordan will bring it out of there. So the Patriots can cut it to 2 with a bucket here. Patriots using all the court. They're really spread out. Jordan for 3. That's off. Burian with the foul.
Number 2 and number 4 against Century.
Foul is number 41, Sean Burian. Second personal.
Here it is. The battle for the rebound, and Burian is over the back. Even though it comes down to Keene, Burian caused some contact before tipping that ball out of there.
Burian is out right away, Drudge. Scott Johnson in the game now for Century. And Chris Carlson also has come in for Dickinson. That was him with the ball right there as he gave it back off to Mitchell. Mitchell will shoot it. That one's good as he gets a nice roll.
First basket by Mitchell.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. 12-6 Dickinson. This is Scott Woodmansey with the ball. That's Scott Johnson. Just came in the game. We got a foul. Down low it goes against Chris Carlson.
His first, number 2 against Dickinson. Here comes Peck back into the ball game, and Keene will come off.
Peck will run the show out there now. He hands off to Johnson, into Woodmansey. He goes up with it and gets it, and there's another foul. That one's going to go against Scott Johnson, however. The bucket should count.
It will count, I believe, yes. But the foul is against Johnson after the shot.
Number 43, Scott Johnson.
The Midgets will go to the line.
That's team foul number 5.
They're already
Bonus
in the
time
bonus.
for the Dickinson Midgets. There's Jerry Doctor in the lane. One of the officials working this one along with Ron Fiechner.
Here goes Jeff Brown to the line. 77% free throw shooter. Said that throughout the tournament. Very good from the line.
He now has 52 points in this tournament already. Give him another one. Now 7 in the ball game.
5-point lead for Dickinson.
It's the first converted free throw in this contest.
Lead goes up to 6. 33 seconds left in this first quarter. See if Century works it for one shot. The Midgets aren't going to let him do too much. Pretty tough man-to-man. They're coming way out on him. 18 seconds now. Here's Peck. He looks up, checks the clock. Woodmansey over to Johnson. Johnson looks for Ty Haugley. Nice pass down low to Scott Woodmansey. Beautiful play.
Half a dozen for Woodmansey, and that's the end of the first period. And the first 8 minutes are over with. The score right now, the Dickinson Midgets out in front of the Bismarck Century Patriots, 14-10.
Folks, this is a fun place. The Bismarck Century rooting fans here. We're gonna try to get a few names. What's your name?
Troy Olson.
All right, thanks.
Chad Boakes.
All right, how about you?
Charlotte Burgett.
Way up there now.
Chris Thune.
All right.
Jennifer Slade.
All right, over here.
Carla Fitting.
All right.
Amy Hirsch.
All right.
Cindy Anderson.
All a part of the educational system.
Here you go, Midgets 14-10, rebounds even at 4 apiece. Fouls, Patriots 5, and the Midgets a long way from the bonus.
All righty, here we go with the second quarter. Chris Carlson with the ball, and he feeds off to Derek Mitzel. They're looking inside, always looking inside for Dickinson. That's their bread and butter. Carlson fakes a three-pointer, takes a dribble. Being very patient, Dickinson is. They'll wait for that good shot. And that good shot will come from Geisler and Brown. Oh, Peck almost had it. Mitchell with it again. Carlson looks, Geisler to Brown. The jumper, good.
Hey, Ma, I got 10 points already.
And the Midgets are up 16-10. This is Ryan Peck with the ball. He takes the pick from Johnson, goes around. Dishes off to Woodmansey. Jordan cutting across the lane. Woodmansey with a dribble out to Ty Haugley. Haugley goes around the pick. Tough man-to-man by Dickinson. Woodmansey has to come to meet it. Century looks a little disorganized right now. We'll see. There it is, and we've got a foul. That one's going to go against Brian Volk.
Volk second, number 3 against Dickinson. Mike Jordan comes off.
Jordan comes off. Lee Anderson makes his first appearance into the game. Lee Anderson, number 33. There's a dart down to Scott Woodmansey underneath. He'll power it up. No, he can't get it. That foul's going to go against Johnson over the back. So we'll go down to the other end and shoot again.
Here's a look at it. Woodmansey goes up. Shot is off the target. Brown trying to rebound, but Johnson is on his back. And Jeff Brown, who is 2 for 2 at the line with 10 points in his ball game and 56 in the tournament, will be there on a 1-on-1 situation. If there's anyone automatic from 15 feet on in this tournament, this is the guy.
He's really done a job, hasn't he? It's been fun to watch, too.
He's got a dozen.
18-10 now. The Midgets on top by 8. It's a big possession here for Century. See what they can do with it. Ty Hogley with the ball. Back to Ryan Peck. He'll go for 3 and get it.
7 points for Peck. He and Woodmansey have done all the scoring for Century. 7 and 6.
That was a good confidence booster right there. We'll see if Dickinson can come up with a bucket this time down. Century still in their zone. They're doing a good job with it, too. But it's just darn hard to stop Geisler and Brown. There's
He traveled.
So now the Patriots have a chance to get within 3 or 2 if we decide for that three-pointer one more time. This is Peck with the ball. He'll go into the lane. Dish off. Scott Johnson. Nice, but he can't get her. Lee Anderson comes out with the rebound. Here he goes. Peck for 3. That's
2 in a row.
And we're down to a 2-point ball game.
10 points for Ryan Peck.
Mitchell for 3.
Yeah! First three-pointer of the night for Dickinson.
Here comes Peck again. He drives into a crowd. Is that one going to be against Volk again, Raj?
Well, let's see.
Fouls on 44.
Yep. He's getting in trouble. That's number 3. Only the 4th team foul against Dickinson, but 3 of them against Brian Volk. Jim Glass is going to have to make a move here pretty quick off that Dickinson bench. And it's going to be Dinius coming back in.
Peck with a nice spin move up and in. Nice job by Ryan Peck. Now here come the Midgets. Carlson for 3. Give it to him.
Carlson scoring 3.
If Dickinson can consistently hit from the outside like that, that'll really open up the big guys, and Century's going to have their hands full. There goes Peck, inside to Johnson. He can't handle it, and Brown comes up with it. Mitchell brings her down. Carlson, who just hit the three-pointer. Mitchell again. And that's taken right away by Ryan Peck. He's doing it all. He'll bring her down. He'll challenge Geisler and go in. And the block on Geisler.
Dinius returns to Dickinson. Burrian in for the Patriots.
Burrian coming back into the Bismarck Century lineup. Volk is now coming off as Dinius comes in. Brad Keene also. Here comes Keene. Peck, excuse me. There's the ball up there. You don't see the contact in that replay, but there was no doubt that Geisler moved into him.
Wholesale changes for the Patriots here now. We got Mike Jordan back in, Sean Burrian back in, and Brad Keene also in. Lee Anderson and Ryan Peck, the other 2 that were still out there. Peck at the line. He nails her. The Dickinson fans are doing all they can down there in that south end to shake him up as they're right behind the bucket. Peck gets them both. 24-20 now. 4:14 left in the half. Dickinson on top.
Peck was the hero with that free throw in the opener today to keep him alive. He only had 5 points with that free throw. He's already got 14 in this one.
Geisler has the ball knocked away. That'll go back over to Dickinson.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout. 4 minutes exactly left in this first half. The battle for third place in the WDA. Dickinson leads it 24-20.
Some of the Bismarck Century Patriot fans having a good time out on the court right there. See how much they learned in education? They can spell Patriots. And they look good. Century fans doing a good job of egging on their team here tonight.
They're smarter than the Minot cheering section. They don't know how to spell Higgins.
Oh, you aren't going to let them forget that, are you, Rod?
No, Feldy will never live that one down.
All righty, play is back in. Dickinson with the ball. That's Mark Didius. He goes to Derek Mitzel, cross court to Chris Carlson for three. Give it to him.
2 in a row for Carlson from three-point range. He has 6 points.
The lead goes back up to 7 as Dickinson now has their 3-guard lineup in the ball game right now. You take Brian Volk out with his 3 fouls. Sean Burian knocked away by Didius Savies on the baseline.
Good call there by Ron Fiechner. Ball will go back to Century. Dickinson made the save, but they were on the line. Again knocked out, this time by Brown.
Nice job on defense by Jeff Brown. Make it tough to get that ball in bounds. Brad Keene throwing the ball in. He has to call a timeout. He just can't get her in.
Century takes the timeout.
3:35 left in the period. It is Dickinson 27, Century 20. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first half. Dickinson has an advantage of 7 points, 27-20 with play back in.
Century's going to be inbounding again. Raj, if you remember from this afternoon, this is a problem they had with Williston. They had to call a couple timeouts trying to get the ball in bounds. Century's inbounds plays haven't been working real good today. They get her into Mike Jordan. Jordan will take 3. That one comes off, but Keene will come down with a rebound. Here's Sean Burian.
They've really shut Burian down. He is scoreless in the ball game thus far.
Jordan shoots again. Again, he's short. This time Brown comes down with the rebound. This is Mitzel. Inside to Geisler. He's out.
He traveled, no doubt about that one. Had trouble controlling the pass and took the extra step.
So Century is going to have to take advantage of some of these Dickinson turnovers if they want to stay in this one. 3 minutes left in the half. 27-20. Midgets on top.
The winner of this one goes to the state tournament next week here in Bismarck. The loser, forget it.
Here goes Peck with a spin move. No good. And Brown with the rebound. Peck goes in again. But that went off Peck as it went out of bounds, and the ball belongs to the Dickinson Midgets. Good look at Mark Dinius bringing the ball up. The junior passes over to Derek Mitzel. Both those two will be back next year, along with Chris Carlson, who's only a sophomore, and he's got the ball right now. To Mitzel. Carlson for 3. No, but Mitzel gets it. He'll take it up into the trees and get it blocked. Mike Jordan comes away with it for Century. Sean Burian thinks about it, gives it back to Lee Anderson. Out to Peck. Jordan will shoot again. This time he gets it.
First basket for Mike Jordan. Now has 39 in his 4th tournament game.
They're just working it around, trying to get it inside again. There it goes into Brown. There you see it. Boy, the arc on his shot is just so pretty, Raj. He's just got that arc down just so nice. Jordan will go up for 2. That one rims off the board. Burian with the rebound, and it's knocked away, and Century will keep it. Brad Keene yells out the play for the Patriots in red. There's Lee Anderson with the ball. He'll drive the lane. Stop, up to Burian. That one goes off Brown. Good job of defense by the Dickinson Midgets. Keene again. Gets it in this time to Burian. Sean looking for somebody to pass to. Gives it to Mike Jordan. Off to Brad Keene one more time. Into Burian. Nice spin move. He takes the step, and he's fouled.
Dinius is the replay. Dinius gets him coming through. just reached in and slapped that left arm of Burrian's. And Burrian will be at the free throw line looking for his first point tonight. He has it, and that's point number 40. Averaging 10 points a ball game thus far in this tournament.
Oh, it's all alone, and Mike Jordan just picks it up and puts it in. You can see Troy Geisler's frustration with that as he picked up the ball after Jordan put her in. 29-25 now. The Midgets with just a 4-point lead with a minute left in the half. Everybody blocking each other out on that. Nobody goes for the ball. Mitchell will try three. No, Jordan with the rebound. They can cut it to 2. Or 1, of course. Here's Anderson with the ball. Inside to Burrian. He dribbles in, gets it blocked, and we have another foul. Looks like this one's going to be on Carlson, I think, Raj.
Woodmansey coming back on. Here's a replay. Here's Burrian going up with the shot, and there is the foul.
I was wrong, Raj. Foul's on Lee Anderson coming over the back. So we'll go down the other end and shoot.
Burrian is coming out. Woodmansey replaced him. And Anderson has the foul, and the free throw shooter will be Carlson. Carlson 6 points have come on 2 3-pointers.
Anderson and Keene fight for the rebound, so they realize they're on the same team. And
25 seconds left in the first half.
Here's Jordan. Up to Scott Johnson. Johnson to Anderson. Anderson to Peck. We're down to 11 seconds. Peck will look. He goes to Jordan. They're looking inside. Got it all clogged up in there, though. Here goes Keene inside. A nice pass to Anderson. He puts it up. No! And that'll do it for our first half of action in the third place game from the Bismarck Civic Center. 29-25, the Dickinson Midgets lead the Century Patriots.
Hang on, Steve, here we go. Okay, hi everybody. This is halftime action between the game that we're watching, the Dickinson Century game, and you're going to see one of the greatest shows on earth. That's the Jim Dandies perform. It's the Jim Dandies Acro Sport Team from Minot, the Magic City. One of the directors sitting with me right here is Steve Carver. Steve, a long-time person involved with the Jim Dandies in Minot. Steve, thanks very much for joining us. First of all, we're going to talk our way through this whole show. It takes about 2 minutes for the girls to set up, but kind of give us a little preview of what they're going to see first off.
Well,
one of the greatest shows on earth.
Well, thanks a lot. We enjoy being here. The show contains a lot of events, and we're going to start out with some precision tumbling and precision mini tramping. And then hopefully it builds both an enthusiasm and excitement as we get towards the end.
Now, you have changed the show this year. It's a little different than it was before.
Yeah, it's considerably different than it was before. Things have seemed to get a little more difficult. The girls are getting older, and we find that we can do a little bit more with them, so it's kind of exciting in that respect.
Speaking of ages, how old are they? Between what ages?
Our ages range from 8 to 17.
You have a couple of seniors that are going to graduate and go on maybe and compete with Gary Leslie's crew at Minot State.
Yeah, we have Julie Wingy and Mary Sand are our seniors this year. They've been with us ever since we started, and they are the last group of girls that were with us when we started, so it's an extra special show for them on that respect. It's more or less dedicated to them, and we just hope that it's a good show for them and wish them the best wherever they may go.
All right, Steve, we're going to start the show, it looks like, and they're getting introduced by the PA announcer here. What are they going to start out doing? Oh, you didn't hear me? Okay. Steve,
loud down here.
Steve, they're going to start out now. What are they starting to do here?
This is just some of our double mini tramps from different directions and our shadow tumbling. We use this basically for the gals to get a little warmed up, get their steps down, so that they'll know where to run from as the show progresses.
Little warm up, huh?
Yeah. Well, like we say, we move things around, and right now these are our twos from alternate directions. Again, it's just trying to add a little excitement, having there at the same time. Then we bring back some tumbling, crisscross tumbling. Again, the skills are still fairly basic, but it will wind up here rather quickly. These are our fours, where they all hit the tramps at the same time.
Obviously, with the girls a little bit older, Steve, then what they're doing, the degree of difficulty, if we could say it that way, is higher, right?
Yeah, we can do a lot more with them in terms of the individual skills that they do, and it becomes a lot more exciting for them. This is some of our optional tumbling right now. We get into a little bit more difficult things. Music has changed. Try to pick up the pace a little bit. We haven't been back here to Bismarck for, I think last time was 1984, so we're real happy to be here. We are finishing up our season with these three last shows. We do a show Tuesday night in Minot at the auditorium for a regional Class B, and then we're back down here next Thursday night for the final, for the A, the opening night. This is what we call our twos and fours. Again, this is the precision mini tramping. We're trying to see them all hit at the same time.
Very impressive.
These are our dive rolls. They'll come back and do the same thing, and they just make it a little bit tougher. We'll get into our flips and our twists. These are our front flips. And then we'll bring the fours down again. These are our halves. We'll have fours, half. And we get into what we call our Rudies, the 1.5 twisters.
That was a crowd pleaser, Steve.
Well, I think the gymnasts are starting to pick up on this excitement here tonight. They have a way of doing that, and the more excited the crowd gets, then the more they seem to put into it. So they really appreciate that.
Now there's one young man in the group. What's his name?
Matt Bauer is our boy. Next year we're going to hopefully move up 2 more, so we'll have 3, and we're ever moving forward trying to get more boys involved. This right now is what we call our 4 corners. We have 4 different directions going all at the same time. Now we're going to pick it up a little bit here, Al. We're going to get into the exciting mini tramp acts where we start building pyramids and they're flipping over them.
Kind of a crowd pleaser.
Well, we'll wait and see. Here the steps get a little bit more critical. Their steps have to be right on, and as you can see, we'll start building these up. We don't know if the hands in front of the face are to protect them or if they don't want to see what's coming. We haven't quite decided yet. Sometimes this gets a little close. We'll top it off here.
We're looking at the back of them. Now we can't see her there. We can see their hands over their eyes.
Yeah. Well, that was nice. I can see, I know these athletes pretty good. I think they're getting really excited now, and they need that. The show starts to become much more difficult at this point.
Okay, how much time a week do they prepare for this show?
Well, throughout most of the year, this acro team works out 1 night a week. They spend 2 hours a week practicing. However, as we get towards the end of the season, we start putting in a little bit more because the competitive teams are slowing down. The high school is all finished.
Well, that's the big factor, that the girls aren't sloughing off or anything. They're on the high school team and the junior high school teams and things like that.
Oh, yeah. These gals are involved in a lot of different things. They have to learn to budget their time rather well. This we call our long blocks. Gets a lot higher and a lot longer.
Now real high.
And now we'll top it off. That's little Lori Leonard.
Little Lori's growing up.
Little Lori's grown up, Al, that's right. Some of these gals have been doing this for quite some time.
Tell me a little bit about the program before we move into the next one now. You keep telling me it's getting bigger and bigger in Minot.
Yeah, we've been real fortunate in that respect. We've been received real well. We have plans. We're looking at trying to build a new facility. We've grown.
I didn't know that.
We've grown to a point now we have about 250 gymnasts. There just doesn't seem to be enough hours in the day with the space that we have. These are our handstand pirouettes. Some of these girls spend more time on their hands than they do their feet. Now we get into our last phase of optional tumbling before we have our finale mini tramp. These are alternate somersaults. Ann Wilhelm, Jennifer Schell showing a front somersault and a back together. That's called an Arabian somersault. And what they try to do is build, we have a little trouble getting the camera over there, but these are our double twists. That's Mary Sand and Julie Wingy and Jennifer Blom's here. We'll do it together.
So there's that Blums.
It is Blums, isn't it? That's right.
Hey, Dad, is he here tonight?
We both know he's not here. He'll be here Thursday, but I'm sure he's watching.
Well, I call them Bloom, so now we're even, Steve.
This is our finale mini tramp act. Again, we bring all 4 directions together. Now there's our over-unders.
Very popular, too. It's a little daredevilish, huh?
Well, sometimes this can get real close. The steps have to be just right in order for them to hit the tramp at the same time. Now we bring it down, and we try to bring it all together with the precision again. And this is where they get real keyed up. Then we have our over-unders, again, with all 4 directions. Well, we hope they've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jim Sandy's annual sports team from North Dakota. Let's go, appreciation.
Well, again, it's our pleasure being here. We just hope we can add a little excitement to the tournament, and God bless everybody.
Well, this really turns everybody on, and the Jim Dandies Acro Sport team receiving a standing ovation from this crowd. Oh, gosh, 3,000-4,000 here tonight at the Bismarck Civic Center, and here they go. It takes them, what, about a couple minutes to tear this stuff down, and, hey, they're really active, huh?
Yeah, they have a lot of things to do. We have to go out one exit here, so it will take a minute or so to get the equipment out.
Okay, Steve Carver with me, Al Shirley, one of the directors of the Jim Dandies. Thank you, Steve, and we'll see you again real soon.
Well, thank you very much.
Dickinson leading Century 29-25 after 1/2 of play in the 3rd place game. We'll have the scoring statistics on the first half immediately following these messages. Here's the way the scoring went in the first half. Jeff Brown, as usual, leads Dickinson with 14. Chris Collison, 2 3-pointers for 6. Troy Geisler, well under his average at 4. Mitzel with 3, and Dinius with 2. Ryan Peck has matched Brown. He's got 14, had a big first half. Woodmansey, 6. Jordan, 4, and 5 boards. Burrion, 1 point. They need more than that out of him, and that's it right there for the Bismarck Century Patriots. 29-25. Dickinson in the lead with 16 more minutes of basketball to decide who will take 3rd place and advance to the state Class A tournament next week at the Civic Center.
A couple more stats, Roger. The Dickinson Midgets shooting on that same clip that they were shooting this morning. We can see their fans there, and here come the Midgets out of the dressing room. The Midgets shooting 61% of that first half. They shot 62% this morning. They were 11 of 18. The Century Patriots, as they come through with their fans, shooting 10 of 21, 48%. Century is 3 of 5, 60% from the line. Dickinson, 4 of 5. That's 80% from the charity stripe.
Bismarck State College won for the 2nd day in a row at the Region 13 Junior College Tournament at Grand Rapids, Minnesota. In the title game late this afternoon, they defeated Itasca, Minnesota, 93-92 in overtime. They are the Region 13 champions. They will host a game next week here in the capital city against the Region 19 champion, with the winner of that one advancing to the national tournament at Hutchinson, Kansas. And Oh, my goodness, the Midgets are out. There is Chuck Bartholomew. We'll be right back with more basketball on the Maya Television Network.
Folks, last year Dickinson broke a long jinx since the WDA tournament and did get to go to the state. Of course, they're trying to do it again, and one of the guys that helped them do that was James Miller, Jim Miller of Dickinson, now of UND Williston, here cheering on your old teammates and hoping that they can get to the state again, huh, Jim?
Yeah, they deserve it. They've worked hard. They helped me get there last year. They deserve theirs now.
I think they've been playing very well this week, don't you?
Yeah, they struggled in the first half against on Thursday, and now they're playing good basketball.
Boy, Geisler and Brown, what a 1-2 punch for the Midgets, huh?
Inside, outside. Troy can go either way, Jeff. I mean, he boards hard. He can do it all.
How about Coach Glasser's done a good job with his program, hasn't he? Looks like they're going to get to the state possibly 2 years in a row if they can beat Century.
Yeah, he's turned the program around. It was going downhill there for a while. It's turned around. They'll get back there again this year.
Jim Miller, nice chatting with you and success with the Tetons.
Thanks.
Chuck Bartholomew is living in Bismarck now, but anybody who saw him standing up on camera probably would think he is rooting for Dickinson because of their nickname.
Well, Raj, I just want to know how he got those front row seats. Knowing Chuck, he didn't pay for those, certainly, I wouldn't think.
I don't know if he's wearing elevator shoes or he's sitting in an elevated seat. He has to be in the front.
He has to be in the front.
Right,
Yeah,
he wouldn't be able to see. Here we go with the second half. Dickinson leading by 4. Century has the basketball. Burien very quiet in the first half. Jordan from outside, way short. Keene with the rebound, and popping into him by Dickinson was Derek Mitzel for his first personal foul. Burien had a very good ball game this morning with 14 points, but he's got to start doing something if Century wants to go to the state tournament. This is Woodmansey. In and out. Rebound, Brown. And I probably will be saying that just like Kirk was throughout the first half. He's always around the basketball. Geisler tried to force it into Brown. It was deflected out of bounds. Troy, old Whitey, will put the ball in from out of bounds. He goes into Mitzel. Brown, Dinius, back to Brown. Give me 2.
Boy, you can't run it much better than that. Brown comes around the horn, cuts down the middle, and Geisler gives him the ball, and he puts it in.
31-25. Burien, the big center, playing outside. Peck, who was the big man for Century in the first half, passes off to Keene, to Burien underneath. Jordan up in.
Nice play. Sean Burien waiting for the pick to get Jordan loose, and he hits that on the baseline.
31-27. Mitzel to Carlson. Geisler takes a screen, goes up, in and out. Rebound, Woodmansey. Peck with the basketball for the Patriots. Trying to get by Geisler. Gets to the baseline, cut off. Outside Keene. He backs off, sets it up again. And then Burien comes outside. We've got a whistle, contact underneath. And the foul is on Carlson, pushing off on Keene. Number 2 on Carlson.
And we see it one more time. Those two are really mixing it up right there. I think there was a little bit of contact.
Keene hollering out the play they want to use out of bounds. He gives it to Jordan. Back outside, Peck. Again, Burien comes way outside. Nobody down low for Century. Is Burien to Woodmansey. Peck, 3-point try off the side. Keene rebound. This is Peck. Left side, Burien. Burien trying to drive through, and he travels.
Here you see it one more time. Sean Burien, just 3 or 4 steps maybe that time. He got a little off balance.
Trying to go is Carlson. And he was picked off in a foul.
Foul is on 45, Scott Woodmansey.
Woodmansey's first personal foul. Carlson in the middle of Volk, up, in.
Nice job by Brian Volk on the inside to get that bucket.
33-27. Woodmansey with the basketball. Jordan over on the keen, up and short. Loose basketball picked up by Carlson. Carlson to Mitchell. Outside Geisler. Geisler to Brown. Turn around by Brown. Not good. Rebound Jordan.
Important for the Patriots to get a bucket this time down court.
They trail by 5. Burrian to Woodmansey. Baseline left. Up. No good. Rebound Dickinson. Carlson with the basketball. 4 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the third period as Mitchell brings it over to the left side and it's slapped away from him by Ryan Peck. Dickinson will retain possession. We've got a timeout with 4.5 minutes left in the third period. Dickinson leads it 33-27.
4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 33-27. The Midgets on top. They have the ball on the side.
Midgets led by 4 at the half. They've picked up an extra one here to lead by 5 midway through the third period. Geisler to Mitchell. Over on the other side now, Carlson. Geisler back in the free throw line. Goes up with a short jump, way short. Volk follows, tied up by Whoop. Peck reached in and grabbed him. Foul number 2 on Ryan Peck.
Here you see it one more time. Geisler gets that one partially blocked. Volk comes down with it. Now Peck comes right in there. There you see his hands. Hard to see the foul, but it was called on Peck.
Out of bounds play for Dickinson. Brown to Carlson. He comes to the free throw line. Off to Dinius. He'll try for 3. He'll get 3. Check that, not Dinius, but Mitchell. Mitchell's second three-pointer of the night.
All of a sudden, the lead is up to 9.
Burrian again outside. Woodmansey.
Century's going to have to put some offense together quick here.
Peck.
Burrian won't take that shot.
Jordan got it. 8 points for Jordan. The Patriots have gone to a perimeter game. They've brought Burrian outside, trying to draw the Dickinson big men out. But they've got to keep hitting those outside shots to make it work.
Patriots in their zone as they were in the first half.
Geisler outside. He gets a screen, comes left, goes up, blocked by Peck and out of bounds.
Nice job by Ryan Peck. The guy's all over. Mr. Hustle, we guess we can call him. Look at this. He's 6'2", Geisler at 6'4", and he gets a nice clean block right there.
Ball comes in to Mitchell. Carlson over on the other side to Geisler. Carlson fakes the three-pointer, goes in the middle, trying to get it to Volk. Slapped away by Woodmansey and picked off by Peck. 2:45 left, third period. Burrian again outside. Knocked away and stolen, and a foul call on Mitchell reaching in. Mitchell claiming that he was elbowed away, but the official won't buy that one, and Mitchell gets his second personal foul. Century's ball side court. Keen into Peck.
2.5 left in the third quarter.
Peck, Keene, Woodmansey.
The lane really is wide open if they could get some gutters across there. You know what Century needs to do, Roger? Set their picks just a little bit better. We'll give Dickinson credit for fighting through them.
Taking a long time to get a shot off here. Here comes Peck, but he can't get into that lane. Geisler shut him off. They come back outside.
Dickinson wanted a double dribble call on that, but it looked like a midget player knocked the ball.
All this work, and I'll bet they'll end up shooting from outside. Yes, they do. Woodmansey misses. And the rebounds by Geisler. So all that time setting up a play, they finally shot from long range. Vogt up, in, fouled by Burrian. Number 3 on Burrian. Basket number 2 for Vogt.
Here you see the replay. Vogt gets the ball inside. He goes straight up, but Burrian's pushing him, nudging him with the body.
Vogt now with 31 points in the tournament and 4 in this ball game. We'll have a 1 free throw coming here. He was fouled in the act of shooting, making the basket. Doesn't get it. Dickinson has the basketball. Check that, Century. 1:25 left.
Now he really needs
Third period.
set some good picks down here by Century. That's the only way they're going to get open with a tough man-to-man that Dickinson plays.
Shot missed there by Woodmansey. On the rebound is a foul. It is against Brown. That is, with all the activity Jeff Brown's been having, here's another look. Brown will get the foul. He's going to come over, and there's the foul right there. Brown has been around that basketball all night, and that is only his first personal foul. Sean Burrian, with 40 points in the tournament, he only has 1 tonight on a free throw. He's got a couple coming here.
That was a good job by Scott Woodmansey on that last play, but he knows, he was shaking his head after it was done. You got to make that gimme layup when you get the chance.
Burrian hits them both. 38-31, 1:08 left, third period. Dinius. Vogt open, fouled. That was a gimme for Vogt. They had to foul him on that one.
Raj, Jim Glaser asking for two free throws here on an intentional foul. Watch this, the whole Century team, there's 5 guys within a foot of Vogt. It was pretty obvious they wanted to make sure they wanted to keep him from shooting that bucket. Jim Glaser won't get an intentional foul, though.
2 shots coming here for Vogt. Point number 5 for Brian. He's very quietly having a good tournament for the Dickinson Midgets.
Here comes Scott Johnson back into the game, replacing Sean Burrian.
Burrian has not been a factor in tonight's ball game as yet. He had a good game this morning. Vogt gets them both.
A 9-point lead again for Dickinson.
We're in the final minute of the third period as the Patriots bring it down. Keene to Haugley. Then off to Anderson. Woodmansey.
It's Lee Anderson back in there again, along with Ty Haugley, as they snuck in for the Patriots.
Outside with it is Scott Johnson, and a foul underneath, pushing off on Dinius. Dinius' second personal foul, pushing off on Haugley. That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds remaining in period number 3. Century with a 9-point advantage. Is Dickinson with Ty Haugley at the free throw line for the Patriots in a 1-and-1 situation. Won't go. Rebound, Woodmansey, up and in. 8 points for Woodmansey.
The Patriots haven't got a whole lot of offensive rebounds this game. They need those. A nice job by Scotty Woodmansey.
15 seconds left in the period. Dickinson will play the clock down. They lead by 7. Down to 8. They better start making their move. Geisler. Better hurry. Brown, turnaround, no good. Tipped up, no good. Woodmansey rebound. Period ends And Dickinson, after 3 quarters of play, has the advantage over Bismarck Century, 40-33.
All right, let's meet some more of the midget fans quickly before we have the 4th quarter. Your name is?
Jaden Blake.
Familiar name. What does your dad do?
Coach. Basketball.
An assistant coach.
Right.
Who are you? Who is you?
Danny Glauser.
Oh, another familiar name. Your dad does what?
Head coach, basketball.
And you are?
Kevin Carlson.
What relationship do you have with this team?
Oh, my brother plays.
Don't you really like the fact that you have relatives on this team, right, guys?
Yeah.
I understand you're going to turn to be Patriot fans. Is that right?
No.
Thanks.
Say one thing, that Glauser kid looks a lot more like his mother than he does his father. Carlson puts it into Brown. Yeah. 18 for Jeff. You got any unanimous choices on your all-tournament team, Mr. Gallup?
Oh, I think there might be one Mr. Brown I could find on that list.
Okay. 42-33 Dickinson. Bounce pass knocked away. Who's got it? Number 52. His name is Brown. He spells it B-R-A-U-N.
Could be the biggest lead of the ball game if Dickinson can convert here.
Mitzel looking at Carlson. 3-point. Nope. He changes his mind. Back out to Mitzel. And a foul in the jockeying around underneath. A blocking foul.
Going to go against Dickinson.
Right, it'll go against Dickinson.
Foul on 34, Troy Geisler.
Geisler gets it. That's his second personal. Century will have the basketball as Brad Keene comes back on. And Jordan will leave. Keene will go to the free throw line. Jordan, waiting to come in, was going to replace Keene. But Keene is the shooter. Brad is scoreless in this ball game. Hits the free throw, has another coming.
As I mentioned to you earlier at the pregame, Raj, I got a kick out of Keene this morning. He looked at me and he said, "What time are you going on the air?" 7 o'clock, we'll be there. Century Patriots went into that game this morning with a lot of confidence. They came out with a 1-point win.
Following that free throw, Keene comes out of the lineup and Jordan comes back in. 42-35. Carlson to Mitzel. Outside, Geisler.
Scott Woodman see Jeff Brown really bumping each other in there.
But he traveled. Basket by Brown will not count. Century will try to cut into that lead. They trail by 7 with 6:20 left. They need a couple of quick baskets to get back into this one. Scott Johnson with it. Now Anderson. Mike Jordan.
Kick down, come across.
Woodmansey, and a whistle and a foul. Bolt picks up his 4th one. We may see Leffer here shortly for Dickinson.
The Patriots on offense just rotating on either side of the lane, up and down, pick up. It's important for both men, one man to set up his man for the pick and the other man to set a good pick.
Lee Anderson short with his free throw. Dickinson with the basketball. 6 minutes left. The winner goes to the state. Geisler all alone. Overshoots. And here's Woodmansey.
The Midgets haven't scored 2 times down. It's really important now for the Patriots to take advantage of this.
High post to Johnson. Woodmansey, no good. Number 52 goes high in the air to pull it down. He's had quite a ball game, quite a tournament. Long range, Carlson. Carlson, 9 points on 3 3-pointers.
And that's the biggest lead of the ball game so far, 10 points for the Dickinson Midgets.
Anderson looking for somebody. Still looking. Finally goes to Woodmancy.
They're leaving Johnson
Johnson all alone. Won't go down. Number 52 again. Mitzel slows it up. Clock in Dickinson's favor every time it ticks away. Carlson, give him another one.
I think Carlson was probably watching Mike Eckroth this morning.
4 3-pointers for 12 points for sophomore Chris Carlson, and a timeout for the Century Patriots. They trail the Dickinson Midgets 48-35.
Biggest lead of the ball game for the Dickinson Midgets, 48-35, a 13-point lead with 4:18 left in this ball game. Century has got their task cut out for them.
The winner of this ball game will play the champion of the Eastern Dakota in the first night game next Thursday, and the winner in the East will be the winner of tonight's game between Jamestown and Fargo South. Play back in Jordan, 3-pointer, good. Jordan has 11.
Here's the press.
48-38.
The zone press for the first time, Raj.
Patriots have to come out after them. They're well back in this ball game, and there's not much time left. Geisler, ball deflected, but picked off by Carlson. Up ahead to Brown, look out. Yep. 20 for Jeff Brown, and he was fouled.
Here you see it one more time. There it goes into Brown. Ryan Peck's going to come up over the back. He gets it off the glass. Look at Jeff Brown, a little excitement there on his face.
Brown with 66 points now in this tournament. He's looking at point number 21 right here. He is 4 for 4 at the free throw line in this one. There it is.
There's Dickinson fans up behind him there. There they all are, sitting on the south end.
They've got that 13-point lead back again. Looks like it's going to be academic to wrest it away as Jordan tries for 3 again, and the ball went out of bounds after coming off the side of the rim. Dickinson really extending their lead here in the fourth quarter.
They got a little 2-2-1 full court by the Patriots right now.
Carlson bothered by Peck, and he's moved in on by Keene. Foul number 2 on Keene. I think right now it's only a case of what the final score is going to be. It looks like Dickinson will be going to the state tournament. Carlson, a free throw shooter. Misses the free throw. Jordan, nope. And Mr. Brown sweeps the boards.
He has really had a game on the defensive board, hasn't he, Roger? My gosh. What an excellent job by Jeff Brown. Only thing he hasn't done is sell hot dogs at halftime.
He'll take care of that between games. There's up to Geisler.
Nice pass.
First 2 points in the second half for Geisler. He has 6. She's all over, folks.
It says 2:22 on the clock.
If Dandy Don was here, he could start singing.
but it also says 53-38, and Dickinson has the ball once again.
Mitzel almost lost it. Cross courts it to Carlson. Carlson had a shot, declined to take it, puts it outside to Brown. We're under 2 minutes now, and Peck wraps his arms around him for the foul. Ryan Peck, fourth personal. And Ryan Peck, with 14 points first half, has been very quiet. He has been scoreless here in the second half. Timeout, 1:54 left in the game. Dickinson's got it all wrapped up. They lead Century 53-38.
There you see a bunch of happy kids on the Dickinson sideline.
Do you think they know that they've won it yet?
I think they're smart enough to figure that one out. Give a lot of credit to this Dickinson ball club. They came in number 4 in the WDA. They did a good job. They played very well for 3.5 quarters against Bismarck High before losing.
If they don't know it, their math teacher back in Dickinson is in trouble.
There you see the Dickinson fans cheering on right there to Derek Mitzel as he steps up to the line.
1:54, that's the time on the clock as Mitzel fires and hits. 9 points for Mitzel. He's had 2 3-pointers, and Carlson with 4. So they've taken the pressure off the big men inside. Again, Mitzel hits the free throw. He's in double figures with 10.
55-38, a minute 50 left in the game.
Peck to Anderson. Long-range bomb from outside by Jeff Schultz, who just came into the ball game. A 3-pointer by Schultz. And a foul called a blocking foul against Anderson.
Jeff Schultz, a sophomore guard, very fine baseball player on the Bismarck Governors baseball team. Legion ball in the summer. Makes his first appearance in this game.
Mitzel at the line again. $15-point lead, Dickinson. Mitzel with 11. A dozen. Minute and a half left as Peck brings it down for Century. Anderson to Schultz. Jordan, 3-pointer. Good. Second 3-pointer in a row for Jordan. He has 14. Carried it. Mitzel turned it over. It'll give it back to the Patriots, but it's a little late to be of any help. They trail by 13 with 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. Peck. Schultz. Burrian. Jordan. Knocked away. Stolen by Mitzel. We're under 1 minute now. Mitzel to Brown. He's fouled. Peck, bye-bye. A very familiar scene here. Ryan Peck fouling out of a ball game.
Give a round of applause to Ryan Peck. The guy hustles and hustles and hustles. The Century kids are all standing, giving him a good round of applause. He was the key with the final free throw this afternoon in their victory over Williston.
Had 14 big points in the first half to lead the Patriots, but he's been shut out ever since. Mitzel, the free throw shooter.
23, Paul Cook checking in for Century.
Paul Cook making his first appearance in the ball game. You see a good shot of him there. Mike Jordan coming out. He's the senior. Played his last ball game. Good job by Mike Jordan.
Jordan leaves after scoring 14 points. He and Peck, the high scorers for Century.
40, Glenn Leffer.
Glenn Leffer coming on for Dickinson. And Volk is coming off. Gets a high five from Jim Glaser. Hanstead sliding along the bench now. Mitzel misses. Geisler up and scores. This is Cook. Cook on a high pass to Taylor.
That was Taylor Henning.
And he threw it out of bounds.
Second year in a row that the Dickinson Midgets have done it to a Bismarck team to make it into the state. Look at Troy Geisler and Jeff Brown there. They're a bunch of happy guys as they come out. Got a host of new players in for Dickinson. We'll do our best to pick them all up for you here.
They've got the victory celebration going at the Dickinson bench.
Number 32, John Jessen is in. Hanstead is in. 22, Craig Bartz is in.
35 seconds left in the ball game for Dickinson.
42, Jim Baumgartner is in there. And this is Leffer with the ball.
Gives to Hanstead. He's in trouble. Comes out of there. He's going to put one up, and it's blocked out of bounds by Anderson. Hanstead will trigger the inbounds play. Puts it in the box. Back to Hanstead. Long shot, no good. And a foul underneath. Going to get the call, I believe, on number 42. That would be Baumgartner. Right.
19 ticks left on the clock in this one, the third place game.
Dickinson leading by 15. The free throw shooter for Century is Anderson. He's looking for his first point of the ball game and 15th of the tournament.
Well, that's Jeff Schultz, Roger.
Schultz? Okay, right.
Schultz at the line.
He's got it. That's his fourth point of this game and 6th of the tournament. No good. Rebound to Dickinson.
That's Leffer. His shot is blocked.
10 seconds left. The Century comes roaring down. Cook trying to get it down underneath to Anderson, deflected out of bounds. 6 seconds remaining.
Jessen with his hands in the passing lane that time. Cook with the ball, taking it out of bounds underneath.
Play and a foul.
That's Jim
Patton will go to the free throw line for Century. He's a junior at 6'2".
Foul on number 40, Glenn Leffer, first personal.
Patton's free throw, the first one, no good.
The crowd on the south side starting to congregate. There you see them, the chant, "We're going to state."
Second one by Patton is good. His first point in tournament action. 5 seconds left for Dickinson. This is Jessen. A check it, Bart.
He gets
Bart's
it.
all the way
It's
for the
done.
basket. It will count. And here come the Dickinson fans. The final score, Dickinson with a big second half, defeating Bismarck Century 61-46. We will have the third place trophy presentation immediately following the victory celebration at midcourt.
There they are on the shoulders, Raj. Troy Geisler and Jeff Brown, and they deserve to be carried. I don't know what they're doing with an old-style flag. This guy says Midgets on it, too.
We're going to have the trophy presentation. Tournament manager Dick Colgard down at floor side with a couple of members of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Till they turn around, let's see, we'll get the, Elmer Huber is one of them. Let's wait on the introductions.
Of the team trophies for this third and fourth place game. Representing the North Dakota High School Activities Association, we have Mr. Elmer Huber from the Department of Public Instruction in Bismarck. He's a member of the Board of Directors, and Dr. Richard Ott, the Executive Secretary of the North Dakota School Boards Association. They will be presenting these plaques. So our first presentation to the fourth place finisher in our 1987 WDA tournament, Bismarck Century Patriots.
Dr. Ott presenting the fourth place trophy to the Bismarck Century Patriots. You get a plaque
And to the third place
season's
team
over.
and state qualifier, they'll be playing at 6:30 on Thursday. This is the Dickinson Midgets. Dickinson will play at
Dickinson,
6:30
third
on
place.
Thursday against the EDC1. Thank
As
you.
we told you earlier, they will play the Eastern Dakota champion in game number 3 on opening day next Thursday here at the Bismarck Civic Center. The final score, once again, in the battle for third place and a berth in the state tournament, the Dickinson Midgets winning over the Bismarck Century Patriots by a score of 61-46. Now down to Al Shirley and the winning coach.
Yeah, Jim Glosser, second time I talked to you today, that's a good sign because you won again. In just a capsule, I thought that your kids played an outstanding all-around game. They played good defense, and then they shot pretty well, too.
They really played intense, and they were not going to be outworked. They worked hard on defense, deserve a lot of credit.
This is the second year in a row, Jim, you've won the third-place trophy and got a chance to go to state. You're building a little dynasty out in Dickinson now.
We're not very good, but we work hard.
You feel good about it.
Excellent.
Thanks, Jim. We got a couple of the players here coming in, I hope. Okay. This is Chris Carlson. Chris, you know, I talked to your brother, 2 of your brothers, so it's about time I get you on. You had the hot hand tonight. You had 4 3-pointers. One of those nights, did you feel it was going to go in for you, or was it your turn maybe to have some offense tonight?
I don't know. It was my turn, I think. I don't know. Tonight all the shots felt good. I guess the one I missed felt good too. I just didn't go. But I'm happy that I shot 4 for 5. You know.
Yeah, no kidding. From the long range, that ain't bad. You guys really were intense. You really wanted this one.
Yeah, that's what we talked about all day. Intensity. You know, had to get up at 8 in the morning to get ready to play.
Yeah.
Had to be intense.
How hard is it to play 2 games in one day?
Tough. Really tough.
Even on you young guys.
Yeah, tougher, I think. I don't know. They've been through it before.
Feels pretty good, though, doesn't it?
Feels good, yes.
Well, you stay here for state.
Yeah, we stay here.
Okay.
Same motel, same everything, I hope, huh?
Congratulations, Chris. Derek Mitchell. Congratulations, Derek. And I'm talking to a couple of the shorter guys. We usually talk to the big guys, but you guys were ready tonight to play hard.
Yeah, we played them. This will be the third time in about 2 weeks we played them, so we thought we were pretty ready for them, and we thought we could win.
You had a pretty good game plan tonight.
Yeah, we've been practicing for 2 weeks, but I hope we did good.
Well, you get to go to state again, just like last year as a third-place team. Makes you feel pretty happy.
Yeah, I just hope we can do better than we did last year at state this time.
All right, Derek, congratulations and good luck next week.
Thanks.
Let's take a look at the final stats for the Dickinson Midgets. Jeff Brown, what more can we say? An outstanding night, 21 points, 7 rebounds. He was all over the backboards tonight. Chris Carlson, 12 points, all on 3-pointers. Am I correct, Raj?
Yep.
2 rebounds and 2 fouls. Derek Mitchell with 10 points, 2 rebounds. Troy Geisler, just 8 points, but he did all his work this afternoon with 25. He has 3 boards. Brian Volk with 6. Mark Dinius with 2. Also with the Midgets, Glenn Lepper with 2 points, and lots of people got a chance to get into the game for the Midgets. For the Patriots, Ryan Peck and Mike Jordan shared the honors with 14 points apiece. Jordan with 6 boards. Sean Burian, that was one of the keys, only 3 points tonight. Brad Keene added a bucket. Here's a look at Scott Woodmansey. He had 8. Jeff Schultz comes in late in the game with 4, and Jim Patton gets also in the scoreboard. We will be right back with the championship, the title game. The Minot High Magicians and the Bismarck Demons. Dickinson is on their way to state.